Hey guys, Big T here, and a lot of changes in Contest of Champions lately, and I figured I better do a video. I haven't been doing very many videos lately. I don't have a lot of time to play the game, and then the time that free time I have, the game does take a lot of that. So as much time as I've had, I've been playing, and videos have taken a back seat. So I figured I better do a video. There's been a lot of changes that haven't been great, and a lot of changes that have been very bad in the last couple weeks here. The first one that has caused a lot of controversy and made a lot of people angry was the changes to Masteries and a change to Synergies. What they basically did is they got rid of Perfect Block. Now, Perfect Block, if you used a certain group of heroes, you could basically take no damage when being hit while blocking. That synergy was called Leadership, and they've gotten rid of it, and they replaced it with some other synergies. Where is it? Let's get our Scarlet Witch here. Looks like Friends. The Colossus was the big one. Yeah, there's a few different synergies that they've kind of mixed in there, but the big thing is they got rid of Leadership, and that was the Perfect Block team that a lot of guys were relying on. I never used it because I needed damage reduction when I missed the blocks. With my hands, I would miss blocks, several blocks here and there. So that wasn't a big deal for me. I didn't notice it at all because I wasn't using Perfect Block teams. The one that I initially thought was going to affect me badly was Willpower. They nerfed Willpower. It doesn't. Willpower doesn't stack, and they also reduced the health gain. I tried some duels after the update. Surprisingly, I wasn't relying on Willpower as much as I thought I was. And then it also opened up a lot more characters. So after messing around with that, it was actually kind of a nice change. And I think Alliance Wars will be easier for me because every champ that I had that had reduced damage intake would also heal the opponent. So with that change, I haven't been in AW yet, but I think it's going to make that easier. Then they also gave us some units. I got about 2,200 units, so that you could get rid of Willpower if you wanted and use your points on the new synergies or the new Masteries. New Masteries, you can go through them. The only one that I really thought I might like is Despair. Now that Ant-Man is a little more usable with the Willpower nerf, Despair stacks and reduces the healing of the opponent. So with Ant-Man's stack, you could basically remove the opponent's heals. or reduce them a lot. So that was the Masteries. I actually, once I got accepted it, it was kind of actually looking forward to it. I'm not going to use the units towards those new Masteries because I'm probably not going to be playing this game anymore. Got news on that coming up. So what I'll do on this video is I'll buy some crystals with those units, and we'll do a final crystal opening, which I don't do very many of, and we'll see if we get any decent pulls on the game that I'm not going to play. So the big change, the announcement came today, was the new season of the Alliance Quests and Map 6. Now, we haven't gotten a lot of details on Map 6. I'm expecting Map 6 to be very difficult, with nodes on the level of AW with like slash tires and thorns and the really pain in the butt nodes. The big thing that happened was they announced that the cost of the maps is going to increase. They've increased gold, and they've increased loyalty, and they've added battle chips. Now, battle chips, you have to pretty much, you're going to get some battle chips from AW, and some, you get them here and there. The big place is arenas, and a lot of guys aren't playing arenas, and I think this is Kabam's way of forcing people into the arena. And it's a very bad thing. Let's go over to our forums. You can go on the forums, and it's right at the top in announcements. Basically, what they're doing is the cost of the maps. Map 4, 500,000 gold, 25,000 loyalty. Map 5, 800,000 gold, 75,000 loyalty, and 250,000 battle chips, which is crazy. And if you want to run the new map, 3 million gold, 200,000 loyalty, and 500,000 battle chips. So that, you might say, okay, that's the entire alliance. That's for a daily map. Sounds high. What does it really mean? Well, if you look here, we got you can buy the resources with units. And a lot of guys will do that because they don't want to. They need the gold to upgrade characters. They can't dump the gold into the AQ, so they've used units, which wasn't bad. You could just with earned units, you could usually handle a lot of your donations. Now, shout out to Codeplay versus X. Whatever he's called now, I still call him Codeplay. He was good enough to do a breakdown, got out his calculator and did the math. So basically, your unit breakdown is, as you can see here, I won't read it all off. Basically, what it works out to is, if you want, as an individual, to use units to run map 6, you're going to use 1,400 units per map run. So that's 7,000 units for a 5-day map run if you're going to use units. Insane. And you say, well, we'll just run map 5. Well, map 5 is going to cost you 684 units per day. Still crazy expensive. You're looking at the potential death of the game here. I'm done. I can't grind that kind of resources. I don't have the time. So this is probably going to be one of my last days. I'm going to keep rolling as long as the Alliance needs me. I'm in 4-play, so big shout out to 4-play. they're a good group of guys. Awesome group of guys. They're running a swap system, which I really didn't like. I still don't like swap systems, but in order to roll with this game, that was a necessary evil. But these guys did it right. They knew what they were doing, and we always got our catalysts. So big shout out to Foreplay. I won't shout out all the individual guys. We'll just scroll through them here. But yeah, it's been fun. The game itself, the community in this game is what's kept me playing. And the game itself is an awesome game. Awesome game. I love the fights. I love the characters. The character models are insane. I love them. I'm going to keep doing the model videos whenever they're released. They finally have Taskmaster in the game, so I might do a Taskmaster model video now that I'm going to have more time not playing this game. And I'll jump in for nostalgia, probably, and play once in a while, but they're going to have to win me back. If they want me to play this game, they're going to have to fix everything this time. Most likely what's going to happen is when they realize that no one wants to spend that and people start leaving or people just don't pay, they're going to change it. But I'm not going to stick around for that. It's too little too late. They're going to have to fix that. They're going to have to fix the drop rate on the crystals. They're going to have to make the crystal drop rate known, because that's a huge manipulation. Anyone that plays this game to any extent can see characters dropping more often at certain times. One guy, it would be different if maybe one guy would get a certain character, but then all of a sudden everybody's getting that same character for a few days. When Punisher, which I still haven't got a Punisher, but when the tier 4 Punisher drops, everybody's getting them, and then all of a sudden no one is. So that is a dishonest way of running a game. You look at a lot of other games and they list right on the page, this is what your chances are to get this character, this is what your chances are to get that character. Very transparent. Kabam's going to need to do that. They're going to need to fix the arenas. We're still at a top 400 players getting feature heroes. And now the tier 3 characters is quite a grind. The basic heroes are now in that 3 to 4 million, which was what the feature hero used to be. So if I want to play with a new character and enjoy new content, I've got to spend all day for 3 days and potentially spend real money, which is crazy. So there's that. Hopefully, I know there's a couple guys from Kabam that used to watch my videos. I haven't been doing them very often, so they might have given up on me. But if it finds its way into the eyes and ears of some Kabam guys, that's a lot of people's opinions. It's game over for a lot of guys, and that's a lot of big alliances. Guys are talking about leaving, so a lot of guys moving over to Future Fight, which I've been playing off very lightly playing. I'm probably on my 3rd month, so if I focus on playing the game a little bit more, I might do some videos. The game has autoplay, so that clears up a lot of time. Grinding is basically you start your phone, it grinds, you go do something else, and then the actual challenging play is what you spend the time on. So I'll maybe do some videos. I'd like to do a quick start guide for guys that are ready to leave the contest and go over to Future Fight, to show a big thing with Future Fight that I found was to get a powerful champion to do the grinding, and then you could just piggyback 2 characters along to level them. So I'll show you how to get a 6-star character ranked up and ready to roll right off the bat, and then I'll show you my account and where it's at, and then maybe I'll start doing regular videos now that I'll be playing that a little bit more. I don't enjoy the gameplay as much. It's sad. Of the 2 Marvel games, I would say those are the top mobile Marvel games. It's the lesser in quality and gameplay. Some guys might disagree with me, but that's my opinion. And also the actual visuals, in every way except for the company's policy towards the players, is better. If you start playing Future Fight, you'll notice you're constantly getting energy refills. They're giving, here's energy, play. They just pulled, recently in the last 6 months pulled energy refills out of crystals, or reduced them. They say they didn't, but they reduced them. I used to get a full energy refill every batch of 10 arena crystals I'd open. Now I never get them. I get some units, maybe on occasion I'll get enough units that I could buy a refill, but I used to get units and refills. Like let's go into the crystals. I got enough for a batch of arena crystals. So there you go. I got 15 units. That's not even enough for a refill. And even the gold seems less than it was before. So that got nerfed. Future Fight, and even when the new content comes out, you can advance your character. So instead of having 4 versions of a single character, like let's sort alphabetical. So like I've got 3 Abominations, I've got 3 Ant-Mans, I got 3 Black Bolts, I got 4 Black Panthers. Instead of having one version of every tier or every star of the character, you get a 1-star character, you advance them to 2, you advance them to 3, you advance them to 4, you advance them to 5, all the way up. So you're working towards the better characters, where now you don't even get 1-star and 2-star of the new characters. It's 3-star and 4-star and 5-star only, and you gotta grind the arenas or buy the crystals, otherwise you don't get them. So there you go. Let's do some crystal openings before I wrap this video, and then I'll do a Future Fight video fairly quickly after. Let's see what we can win here. I don't think I'm gonna do the mercenary crystal. I already got a. Actually, I probably got most of the characters in the crystals here. Oh, let's pop them. Let's do 10. And there you go. Crystal drop rates, 10 crystals, where I used to at least get 1 tier 3, sometimes a couple tier 3s, and quite often a tier 4, tier 2s. That's all you get. Garbage. Total garbage. So let's do another 10. And of course they got these offers. Offers pop up. Buy more. Spend. Alright, let's do another one. I know guys with the other videos, they like to take their time. I just don't have the patience. I just pop them. There you go. Tier 2s. 2,000 units, not even a tier 3 in the bunch. That was unheard of. I used to buy an Odin and come out of it with a couple 2, 3 tier 4s. And that's no kidding. Ridiculous. Alright, so let's do... I still got enough for 8. We're gonna burn up all these crystals, burn up all these units, because I'm not gonna need any units for refills, because I'm not gonna play. Alright. Nope, there we go. One tier 3 character. And it's one that I've got. So there you go. If you're even considering playing this game or continuing to play this game, do not buy crystals, do not buy anything. Save your money. So that was 2,800 units. So let's take a look here. If I was using purchased units, that lop of garbage, that was almost an Odin, so let's say that was about 100. Let's say that was to go lightly, that was about $100 I would have spent on nothing to show for it. They say, oh yeah, you got tier 2 characters. I got nothing. I got my signature ability crystals, but those are a joke too. 55 shards. Shard crystals, I guess we could pop them. I guess I did get a tier 4 because I got the shards, but I already had, I was almost at a tier 4 crystal there anyways. Let's see what we get out of that one. Oh wow. New tier 4. Too bad that didn't happen last week. She-Hulk, I'm not crazy, but every tier 4 is kind of nice. If I was running arenas, that would be nice. So there we go. Stay tuned. I'm going to do a future fight video for the guys like me who aren't going to be able to afford to play the game anymore. I'll show you what I've learned. I'm still pretty green. I haven't played I've played Future Fight for a few months, but a lot of that was just letting it autoplay and messing around just lightly. But I do have some techniques for getting up and running quick that I'll show you. So there you go. If you like the video, hit like. If you dislike it, hit dislike. And autoplay, I might be doing a little bit more videos now. So stay tuned.